retires from the NFL. That is fucking nuts, yo. That is crazy. And I mean, the people are comparing this to Barry Sanders. I wouldn't say that the only thing in common, him and Jim Brown and Barry Sanders retired young, Calvin Johnson, but Barry Sanders retired because he played for the horrible ass Lions. This dude who was, Peyton Manning's replacement, the Colts tanked to get him. If you were going to create a quarterback in a laboratory, it would have been Andrew Luck. He had everything: the height, the arm, the accuracy, the toughness. And like I say, the injuries piled up. He just couldn't stay healthy. And through 6 seasons, he had a you know, torn ligaments in his ribs, partially torn abdomen, lacerated kidney, one concussion, torn librium in his throwing shoulder. That's what really fucked him up. And then some calf ankle injury that led to this retirement. So he retires. And as soon as I'm thinking to myself, man, I feel bad for Colts fans because here it is in the middle of a Saturday night. Their quarterback retires 2 weeks before the season opener. And then when I see that footage of him at the preseason game, and he planned to announce the retirement tomorrow, Sunday. It's Sunday now. But it got leaked out. Adam Schefter leaked it out. Nowadays you have no control over when news gets out. And the fans fucking boo this dude, as you see. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I was really gonna, give my heart out to Colts fans. And I know that video and that isn't a reflection of the whole fan base, but those people are fucking shitty. That's some shit you expect Philly fans to do. You boo this man after he led you to what, 3 or 4 playoff appearances. The man he just got you to the playoffs last year, 11-5 record. They won the wild card game against Houston. You know what I mean? They fucking, it wasn't until they wet their pants against Kansas City in the snow, but he won comeback player of the year, and then all of this and the disrespect. And then he says, in quote, when he has his retirement speech, he says, "I've been stuck in this process. I haven't been able to live. I haven't been able to live the life that I want. It's taking the joy out of the game, and the only way to look forward for me is to remove myself from football." And then he also says, uh, as far as fans booing him, it hurt. It hurt. I mean, that's a damn shame. That's fucking crazy. And fuck Colts fans for doing that shit. And you know what? You probably would have went 13-3 this year because they were supposed to be an AFC contender. They got that linebacker from South Carolina State, and they got a real talented team, and they've been doing really good rebuilding that roster. But let's face it, Jacoby Brissett, you're not going to win 10 games with Jacoby Brissett. And he's a good, solid backup quarterback, but it's not going to work. I knew Andrew Luck was in trouble last year when at one point they took him out of the game in a Hail Mary situation because his rotator cuff was so fucked up. They didn't have any faith that he could throw the ball down the field. Okay? So you knew it was already going downhill. But this is shocking, man. And at the same time, you knew the guy had a lot of injuries, but 29 years old, I mean, that's crazy to just, for the guy to, put it down. But it just shows you how short NFL careers are. These careers don't last. You come into the league at 22, you're out by 30. Yeah, I'm the same age as Andrew Luck. You know what I mean? Can you imagine not knowing what you're going to do with your whole life ahead of you at 29? You got a long life to live, hopefully. And, God bless Andrew Luck. I'm not feeling sorry for him financially, but I don't think he has the charisma to be an analyst or anything. But I don't think the man deserved to get booed off the field. His last appearance in Lucas Oil Stadium, and they're booing him off the field. Not saying thank you or, thank you for doing what you did, but these fucking fans booed the shit out of him. Like, as if he just, I guess they felt like he quit on the team. But you got to realize, and I know football fans tend to think that football players are like gladiators and, action figures. These are human beings. And if your doctors are telling you it's time to put it down and you really care about longevity in life, you gotta fucking put it down. These are human beings. It's no different than if your aunt worked at the post office for 20 years, she blew her knee out and she had to retire. She didn't want to, she couldn't fucking do it anymore. She's gotta get disability. You gotta move the fuck on. I just don't understand why football fans have this mindset where they just, oh my God, so-and-so's always hurt. Yada, yada, yada. Look, you play football for 16 games and see if you don't get hurt. It's not a if, it's a when. You will get fucking hurt. The question is, will you be able to come back? So shout out to Andrew Luck, man. This dude was a damn good quarterback. This is a big loss for the NFL because he was a top 10 quarterback, and he was in that group of the young good quarterbacks. Not with Brady and Rodgers and Breeze or Big Ben, but he was in that category with Cam Newton and Russell Wilson and and they need that young group of quarterbacks, elite quarterbacks, because Rodgers and Brady and Breeze ain't gonna be around forever. I know it seems like it, but they won't. And you just lost another star that was gonna supposedly help carry the shield for the next few years. So yeah, this is breaking news. This is crazy, man. Andrew Luck retires from the NFL at 29. The Colts are probably gonna go 3-13. And like I say, every empathy I had for the Colts fans is out the fucking window. You sacks of shit. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves, man. Real shit.